So I tried to record all of these, and it turns out the sound was off when I was recording them, so that was unfortunate. So I'm going to have to re-record them. Kind of fun. Z Deathblow here, they just quit out, so as soon as I played a turn 1 Lantern. So it's not worth recording that. What's up, buddy?
Don't you think we should test that the sound again?
It is. It's good. Alright. That's my son, everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to mulligan this hand. Then I have to mulligan the second hand because of no lands, and I get this. And I'm like, okay, I'll give it a shot. And of course I put the swamp on top. So at this point I wasn't quite sure what my opponent was playing yet. It could have been Jund. I wasn't sure, but at this point I knew that it was 8-rack. I was hoping to lay down that Ghir Grid. I wasn't sure which form of 8-rack my opponent was playing. I was afraid they were playing the Pack Rat version, so I was kind of hoping to get an Ensnaring Bridge out. But I was able to top deck that Thoughtseize and get rid of that rack. So that's going to buy me some time. But yeah, there's no point in playing the Codex Shredder, so I just held off on it. That thing's going to start hurting though. So of course I have to discard a card, so does my opponent. There goes my hand, there goes a land. And a life. So my opponent and I are both top decking at this point. I start just holding lands in my hand. I could have played out that Gold Color's Bell, but I know the only way my opponent can make me discard lands is by retracing Raven's Crime. Inquisition and Duress and Thoughtseize and all that can't do squat against it, so I just start holding my lands. And again, my opponent is top decking here too. So if I can just, hold lands long enough to get a lock-in, then I'm good. So there's a bridge. That's awesome. That means I don't have to worry about that anymore. It's my opponent's bridge. There's a lock piece, but my opponent's going to grab it now. Yeah, I don't need to play the bridge. Opponent already has one anyway, so you can guess what I'm going to discard. Shrieking Affliction still doesn't do anything unless he can get me to, or he or she can get me to discard cards. There's a Lantern. So again, my opponent is top decking here, so all I need is a Codex Shredder and I win. And look what's next. And because all I gotta do is, like I said, hold lands and keep my opponent on spells that can't get me to discard lands, and I win. So that's how it went. Opponent concedes, I win. Opponent also quit out of the match. So.